Welcome to these additional episodes of Your Pregnancy Week by Week. We're going to provide information about things you may want to know about before baby's birth and in the weeks and months after baby arrives. Dr. Glade Curtis and I hope these discussions will help you and your partner settle into your new roles as parents. The information in these episodes is a general informative guide. None of the information we provide is intended to replace, countermand, or conflict with the advice given to you by your own doctors. Always follow his or her advice. Use the information you learn here as a starting place in your dialogue to help you put your life with baby and after pregnancy concerns, questions, or interests into words. Each episode will cover one topic. Our discussions are intended to help guide you through the many new experiences awaiting you. So let's get started on this discussion. We're going to talk about the safety of using caffeine while you're pregnant. Caffeine is a stimulant found in many beverages and foods, including coffee, tea, various soft drinks, and chocolate. It may also be found in some medicines such as headache remedies. And be careful when choosing bottled waters. Some contain caffeine. Did you know caffeine is also added to some foods? We found it added to some potato chips, candy, and cereal. Be sure to read labels because caffeine must be listed as an ingredient. However, the amount of caffeine may not be listed. You might choose to avoid these products during pregnancy. Caffeine can affect you in many ways, whether or not you're pregnant. It can slightly increase your blood pressure and heart rate. It also acts as a diuretic and increases how often you need to go to the bathroom. Caffeine can cause you to feel edgy, increase indigestion, or affect your sleep. During pregnancy, you may be especially sensitive to caffeine. It can stay in your body longer, so the effects of caffeine last longer. Caffeine crosses the placenta to the baby. If you're jittery, baby may be too. And caffeine passes into your breast milk, which can cause irritability and sleeplessness in baby if you breastfeed. It might be a good idea to cut down on caffeine or eliminate it from your diet when you're pregnant or breastfeeding. If you must have a cup of coffee, limit the amount of caffeine you take in each day to 200 milligrams maximum. That's the amount in one 12-ounce cup of regular coffee. For over 25 years, the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has recommended pregnant women avoid caffeine completely. It isn't good for you or baby. If you drink as little as 2 8-ounce cups of coffee a day, you may be doubling your risk of early miscarriage. In addition, research shows for every 100 milligrams of caffeine that you consume each day on a regular basis, your baby's birth weight may be lowered by 1 ounce. If you consume 300 milligrams of caffeine each day, baby's birth weight could be reduced by 3 ounces. It's an important consideration when deciding whether to have another cup of coffee. So how can you eliminate caffeine? First, you have to know where to find it. Here are some amounts of caffeine from various sources. 5 ounces of coffee from 60 to 140 milligrams and higher. 5 ounces of tea from 30 to 65 milligrams. 8 ounces of cocoa, 5 milligrams. 4-ounce macchiato, 170 milligrams. 1.5 ounce chocolate bar, 10 to 30 milligrams. 1 ounce of baking chocolate, 25 milligrams. A 12-ounce soft drink from 35 to 55 milligrams. A standard dose of pain relief meds, 40 milligrams. A standard dose of allergy and cold remedies, 25 milligrams. Avoid espresso. A 4-ounce cup contains over 250 milligrams of caffeine. Always check the size of your cup to know how much caffeine you're taking in. Can caffeine used during pregnancy affect your baby? Yes, it can. We know it can decrease birth weight and cause jitteriness in a fetus. If a woman takes in a lot of caffeine, it may affect her baby's respiratory system. One study showed exposure of the fetus to large amounts of caffeine before birth might be linked to sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS, after birth. When cutting down on caffeine during pregnancy, read labels. More than 200 foods, beverages, and over-the-counter medicines contain caffeine. It's up to you to be vigilant to protect yourself and baby too. If you would like further information, check out our book, Your Pregnancy Week by Week. You may also want to check out our book for partners, Your Pregnancy for the Father-to-Be. If you want to find out more about our podcast, visit our website, yourpregnancyweekbyweek.com. Looking for something specific? Check out the podcast topics list. It lists topics covered in each weekly pregnancy episode and our Let's Explore More segments. Follow us on social media for updates, new podcast episodes, and important information. Visit Your Pregnancy Week by Week, all one word, on Facebook and Instagram.